I see beyond the flow of space and time. All paths have led to this moment. I don't know if I deserve redemption for what I've done, but our universe does. It is time to end this.
Hey everybody, this is Easy, and welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void, the Epilogue. Let's get started. On Amon's fall. In the last episode, Kerrigan became Xel'Naga by absorbing the power of Horus. Now, we prepare for one final battle against Amon himself.
Your newfound strength gives you no advantage here. I have fought and killed Xel'Naga before.
You have never faced anything like me.
Sarah, Artanis and I are in position, and we're not leaving, so don't even say it. Now what's the plan?
Amon is enveloped within a barrier of energy. His void crystals make him nearly invincible. But they are also his weakness. When they leave him to recharge their energy, they become vulnerable to attack.
We cannot take them down alone. His strength is too great in this realm.
You have yet to see my power. We will bring his barrier down. Then I will finish it.
Looks like this is our last dance, darling. Let's get going.
All of StarCraft, everything has come down to this.
Countless
The
universes.
final confrontation.
This is my burden to bear.
Everything. And now,
The void crystals
finally
orbit Amon,
stand.
projecting his void barrier. At the height of their journey, they will cross over the terrain. That is our moment to destroy them.
The Void Chasms produce units, yes, but all you really need to do in this mission is just let Kerrigan be Kerrigan. She wins it for you. She wins it for you.
Amon's construct. His reach is long here in the void. He will attack us.
You have 7 of these to kill. Use your abilities. Extinction kills everything. It has a very long cooldown
The
for a
first
reason.
crystal should be vulnerable to our attacks soon. My warriors will engage it shortly.
Let's see how these void crystals fare against my new power. I can see countless universes. Celestial radiance will mend my wounds. It is my burden to bear. The final.
I'm doing this wrong,
A
but
new age.
kill it back away.
The first
She
crystal
died. It doesn't matter if she dies. She comes back in 60
barrier
seconds.
weakens.
That's what makes Kerrigan good in the fact she comes back in 60 seconds. Maybe not a spawn lever, so maybe another hatchery. You gotta move very quick in this mission. You gotta also be very precarious because these guys will kill you and kill you fast. You have the Protoss attacking the crystal, which is good. It's good that they're doing that. We need Kerrigan to revive. She will revive back at the main base here. There is not much we can really do, and you will see why soon. I hate Zerg. They're the worst race for me.
I am infinite.
They will always be the worst race for me.
I will not fail.
You need to take out... Oh, they did some good damage to it. Kerrigan can also jump off cliffs. Did I forget to mention that?
The final stage begins now.
I'm under attack. I'm not too worried about that.
I cannot delay.
You do need to hurry and kill these things as soon as possible. Kill it.
I will not.
Kill it. Good. Run away.
You cannot hide behind your crystals, Amon.
Get back on the creep.
Final stand.
Looks like we've got a crystal surfacing over here. My boys are heading to it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do this now. Let's get that.
I can see countless universes.
So void chasm and a construct. Yeah, you are going to want to clear the entire map. We have swarmlings. Why are there swarmlings? Give me raptor legs. Why can't I just choose what I want?
This is my burden to bear.
Rainer's working on it. Rainer's working on it. Let's go help out Rainer.
Speak to
You don't
me.
need to actually kill things on the map because you have an ability that does this.
This is my burden to bear. I will not fail. This is my burden to bear. I cannot delay.
Crap, Kerrigan died. She's not invincible, but it's really easy if you have Kerrigan to just go there and murder things. Swarmlings are not very good. I don't like swarmlings. But they might be able to actually succeed in this just because there's so many of them. And those things do not last forever. They do go away. Look at this though. Look at this. I've got swarmlings. They're not going to survive this. They're not supposed to. Now these crystals do come back.
This can't be good. Ground's shaking under our boots here.
My destiny manifests.
Holy hell. Amon just ripped the ground out from under my command center. Now how are we supposed to fight something like that?
And that's what makes this mission hard.
Mutation complete.
We must set up multiple bases if we are to survive Amon's assault. It is only a matter of time before he comes for the rest of us.
A sound plan. I will implant new hive clusters as soon as possible. I'll meet his end. It shall be.
Another crystal is passing by us soon. I am sending out some warriors to intercept it.
The final stand begins now.
He will go and destroy the ground underneath you. Your main attack in this mission is Kerrigan. There's no other option.
We require more minerals.
It shall be. I will not fail. This is my burden to bear. I am called.
It starts to get hard once he starts destroying the ground.
I can see countless. I strike at the enemy.
We require more Vespine gas.
My destiny manifests. I am called. This is my
Oh, your Torsk. Okay, let's see. You better be fucking.
Speak to me.
Void crystal's swinging by again. Raiders, let's help bring that thing down.
Our forces are under attack.
I have Ultralisks. Why?
The hive cluster
Because they help.
under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Now I'm actually sitting here destroying this stuff because there's just too many of them right now.
Our forces are under attack.
I strike at the enemy. It shall be. It shall be.
I don't actually remember how to beat this mission. Probably should mention that ahead of time. It has been way too long.
Mineral field depleted.
Amon shall. I can see my destiny.
A void crystal is approaching my nexus point. My forces are heading toward it.
Amon shall I strike. I feel your power weakening, Amon.
Seismic disturbance detected. It appears Amon has chosen to attack my nexus point.
Mineral field depleted.
Keep making Ultralisks. Keep making Ultralisks, guys. Come on, we're going to go Ultralist heavy here.
Mineral field depleted.
Be on your guard, Kerrigan. Amon will surely strike your hive cluster soon.
Depleted.
I am.
Remember, Kerrigan will attack the hive cluster soon. I'm expecting that. Or Amon will.
We require more minerals.
Gotta move, move, move. Come on, guys. How much do we have? Wait, wait for that. Let's
What
go.
is it you require?
The hive cluster is under attack.
I sense Amon's focus has turned to my swarm. We must evacuate before he attacks. Not fair.
Go, go, go,
It
go,
shall
go.
be.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Out!
Final stand begins now.
Allies will suffer for this.
I will not fail.
We require our forces are under attack. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
I cannot delay. I can see
This is a very hard
countless
mission.
universes.
Even on normal, this mission is
It is
challenging.
my burden to bear. I will not fail. final stand begins now. I will not fail.
Ultralists are a major factor in this mission. I normally would never use them, but I really only use them because of what we're doing in this mission alone.
It shall. I am called.
Destroy as many of these as you can to get some damage in. Then run. Run, 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 run.
I
These
am
void
called.
crystals. These need to die quickly.
This is my burden to bear.
There's 2 of them here, which is very good. Saw that, did you?
I will not. Do you feel that? Your end approaches.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it!
I am called. It shall be. Final stand begins now.
Good, back up, run
I
away.
cannot fail.
I see your truth, Kerrigan. You are no champion of light.
Okay, we have 1 more to kill, and that ain't gonna be it. As soon as she comes back, I can wipe out the entire map.
SCVs, evacuate the command center. That whole area's going down.
Come on. Need 1 more to hit the ground. I just need Kerrigan to revive. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We can do this.
Spawn more.
I still need Kerrigan. Come on, guys.
I am
Got 18 of these, and there's 1 on the ground.
final stand.
90
begins
seconds, and I
now.
can just literally kill everything, or I can just walk up there because there's not much around. Go
This
focus
is
on.
my burden to bear. I cannot delay.
Go kill these. If you stop that, we win this mission.
I cannot delay. I am called.
We have torques, we have upgraded torques, we have
I am
these.
called.
As soon as I can hit that from here, but as soon as it crosses the ground level, the ultras will be able to hit it.
Fail.
Take it in now, cool.
The final stand begins now.
Focus on it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Come on, we got this, we can do this.
I will
There
not.
shouldn't be anything else that pops up to stop it. There we go, 7 void crystals have been destroyed.
Finally, the barrier has fallen.
What happens now?
It is over, Amon.
You are but a product of the flawed cycle, manipulated for the entirety of your existence.
You know nothing about me. I care little for the Zelnaga's infinite cycle, or your twisted lies. No. I choose something different. I choose freedom. For all of us. Go, Jin. Go.
She sent him away. 2 years later.
Third anniversary of the fall of the Epilouge next June. To memorialize this milestone, Emperor Valerian Manx held a monumental celebration in the capital wing of Alsgrad, heralding in a new age of peace and prosperity within the Terran Dominion. On the Senate steps, Admiral Matthew Horner reaffirmed the military support of the new Dominion government and expressed his optimism for the latest rounds of peace negotiations.
Hearts and minds, man. Just like you always said.
You know, Matt, someday you're gonna wind up leading this bunch of misfits.
I made a deal with the devil, Jimmy. You will hold her life in your hands.
You about ready to get out of here, cowboy?
Hell, it's about time.
Ended where it all began. James Raynor was never heard from again. His badge was recovered from Joey Ray's bar on Marsara. Under the steady leadership of Emperor Valerian Mengs and Admiral Matthew Horn, the Dominion enters an age of prosperity and peace. Led by their new queen Zagara, the Zerg forcibly lay claim to the systems surrounding Char. High Lord Alarak declines an alliance with the unified Protoss, and his people leave Aya to establish their own homeworld. Any Tal'Darim who opposed his decision are permitted one opportunity to join the Templar. Scientists have reported a strange regrowth of life on a formerly barren planets across the Kerpulu sector. The origin of these vast changes is unknown. So, in Starcraft 2, Legacy of the Void finally concludes. It's been a journey. I'll give it that. But the epilogue really bothers me. Kerrigan goes from human to Zerg infestation to a god. And the game takes a turn that I do not like. It goes from a war game about 3 rival factions fighting each other for dominance of space into a central love story between a man and a girl, between James Raynor and Sarah Kerrigan. Raynor is the very first person you meet in StarCraft 1, and he is the very last that you see in StarCraft 2. They decided to shift their whole story after the end of StarCraft 1 and change it into this. The ending of Heart of the Swarm was so final and so good, with the final revenge against Mengsk, the final destruction of the one thing that caused all of the death in the universe. The infestation of Kerrigan, all caused by Mengsk, was finally closed when they killed him off in Heart of the Swarm. Then Legacy happened. Legacy of the Void happened. Throw out the war between all the factions. Throw out all the rivalries they've had, all the wars, all the battles, everything, all the heroes lost to one another. The fact that Kerrigan destroyed Phoenix. He betrayed Duke. All joined forces to take out someone who no one even knew about. They created a villain for this game, Starcraft 2. It happened across all three of them, but it was not as profound until this one. The first story, StarCraft Wings of Liberty, StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Raynor tried everything he could to get Kerrigan back, to finally bring her back to her human form. He succeeded. Heart of the Swarm, Raynor gets kidnapped by Mengsk. Kerrigan finally vows her revenge against the person who turned her into that infested being, into the destructor of the universe. She vows her revenge. She finally since she's lost the infestation. She even gives up her human form, goes back to being a swarm queen, goes back to being infested, just to save Raynor and get her revenge on Mengsk. They can live in peace. They can live happily. They can fight when needed. But no. She goes off to the void, leaves Raynor alone. She joins up with Artanis. And then Raynor tags along at the end. Artanis' quest to reclaim Ire, that was the story of Legacy. That was what it should have been. Finally, reclaiming his homeland that was taken in StarCraft 1 4 years ago. But no. It's, oh, there's a god that's controlling everything. Let's destroy him and just shift the focus away from the focal point of Legacy, which is reclaiming Ire. That was what it should have been. Artanis regroups all the Protoss, gets the Tal'Darim on his side, siding with Alarak and all that. That they could have kept in. Focusing on reclaiming Ire. That is where it should have ended. Legacy of the Void. You make a StarCraft 3, focusing on 3 campaigns, all pointing towards the fall of Amon. They could have expanded this so well, so much further, but they failed. They failed in their own storytelling. They failed in the one thing that they built up for 12 years. 12 years. StarCraft 1 and Brood War were out. They had this story, this great, epic space adventure tale. Raynor meets this girl in war, falls for her. She gets lost. He vows revenge against Mengsk. Kerrigan resurfaces. Infested, corrupted to the core. Jim fights even harder to get her back, to break her mind free of that corruption and make her human once again. The Protoss campaign in that, it shows us the third race, the loyalty, the honor they fight with. Phoenix, even after falling in Antioch, he comes back and fights again. And you have Brood War. You have the Protoss. After they lost Ire to the Overmind, they're just trying to survive. They go to Shakuras and join forces with the ones they exiled, the Dark Templar. And they fight. And they destroy the Overmind again. Then you have the Terran campaign, which is a different take. You have the United Earth Directorate come by. It's a scouting expedition. They almost succeed in wiping out the swarm. So Kerrigan has to rally her enemies, Protoss and Raynor and Mengsk, rally them together to drive back the forces of the UED, to drive back the one thing that could stop her from domination. And at the end, she betrays Mengsk. She kills Duke and destroys the Terran Dominion on that, in Augustgrad. They rebuild it, but she destroys it. Then she betrays the one person who saw through her, who saw the good in her. She destroys Phoenix. And then Raynor vows to get his revenge. He vows for everything to stop Kerrigan. And that's when Legacy of the Void, that's when Heart of the Swarm, Wings of Liberty, I apologize. When Wings of Liberty happens. He finally frees her mind. He gets all the necessary stuff required. He gets the Zonaga artifact. And he releases her of that corruption, frees her mind, makes her human again. And then she turns her back on him. She turns her back on everything he did and becomes infested again. She becomes the Zerg Swarm, the heart of the Swarm again, all to free Raynor from Manx's grasp, till she finally gets her revenge and destroys Manx once and for all. But it's too late. She remains infested. She remains Zerg. And then she vanishes into the void. Raynor stays behind on Augustgrad to help rebuild. Then Artanis comes in. He hears the calls of Amon. He ignores Zeratul warning. Instead tries the invasion of Ire. And he fails. He has to run and regroup all of his troops. Find new alliances. Stop the hybrid from destroying Augustgrad and saving Raynor and Valerian. And then they think they've destroyed Amon. But then they hear a call from Alnar. Amon lives. He's come back to fight. Raynor, Kerrigan, and Artanis join forces one final time to fight down Amon. In the process, Kerrigan not only takes the swarm for granted, she turns her back on everybody and becomes a god herself. All Raynor wanted was for Sarah Kerrigan to return to him, return to his side. She became a god. She kills Amon, now becomes one with the void. We don't know what happens to Raynor. By the end of it, is he hallucinating what his dream really is, to seek Sarah Kerrigan again? They've literally made this story nothing more than a tale of a boy and a girl trying to find one another through the vastness of space. And Raynor, he's so desperate to get Kerrigan back. He wanders into the void. He wanders to a place where he can never return. And that, my friends, is the story of Starcraft. And most importantly, this concludes the Starcraft 2 trilogy. It's taken me a while. It has taken me years to do. I did Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm right when they came out and started Legacy of the Void right when it came out. I took a break towards the end of Legacy for 2 years. I have come back. I have finished the story. Finished the tale. But now, it's over. I will not do the Nova co-op missions. Those are not canon to the main story. If I do them, I'll make them a completely separate playlist because they are not part of the StarCraft 2 story. It's over. StarCraft is over. I may go back and use a mod on this to replay the Brood War campaign, StarCraft 1 and Brood War on StarCraft 2's engine. But StarCraft is over. A game that I've been playing since I was 6 years old. For 22 years. I have played this game lived its story. Loved this game. It's over. They have no more holes, no more plot holes. The only unanswered question is, what happened to the UED? But what difference does it make now? Kerrigan's a god. If they come back, she'll just wipe the floor with them. They ended it. They could have made more. They could have done so much more with this. But they decided to end the story. 22 years I have done Starcraft. I have played competitively. I have casted. It's finally over. With the posting of this video, the only other Starcraft you would ever see would be either the very beginning campaigns that I do on Starcraft 2, basically the Starcraft 1 Brood War campaigns using a mod called Mass Recall, or the Nova series, which I don't know if I'm going to post. It's over. Really hope you enjoyed Starcraft 2. Letting the credits roll while I talk. A lot of credits. That is it. All the main villains are slain. Some heroes are slain. But this is the final episode. Soak it in, folks. The story is finally ended. I really hope you all enjoyed. I really hope you tune in next time for the next Let's Play. I'm not going to announce it, especially in a Starcraft game. But there will be one more Let's Play, at least, before I finally hang it up for good. One more, maybe more. Just depends how I feel after doing the next one, which I've already committed myself to doing. This game meant a lot to me. Starcraft was my childhood. That and Warcraft. It's over now. Hope everyone enjoyed. This is Easy saying thank you for the journey. Have a good day.